What's happening with you? You alright?
Huh?
You alright?
I'm alright. Who's dude?
Oh, he's just grabbing him something from the taco truck.
Do you want to do an interview?
Not right now, baby. You seem like you feeling good right now. Yeah.
You see me pull over to he gave me like $70, but
Really?
this guy Randy came up to my guy's truck.
Yeah.
Because of this bitch named Star.
Okay.
She's a piece of shit.
Right.
And he tried to, almost damn near gonna fight my best friend Randy.
What?
Because of $40. She said that Randy is gonna pay. I mean, she said that my best friend's gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
And he wasn't, So I fucking got $70 from him, but I had to pay 40 of it.
Okay.
I didn't have to, but I'm
But
not gonna
you did.
let somebody put my hands.
I get you.
Because that's what it was gonna lead to.
Right.
You know what I mean? They put their hands on Mario. He's an old Mexican guy from Texas.
Yeah.
But we don't do anything sexually. Any of that.
I get it.
He lives in his truck, and if I ever need anywhere to sleep at,
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
stay there. I don't have to pay money or any of that.
Okay, well that's good.
And he's my best friend. He's just always there. And another guy, and
Yeah.
But
You all right
this
though,
bitch
right?
named Star. Yeah, this girl named Star.
Do I know Star? Have I ever seen her?
I'm not sure. She's a white girl. Because the one I was with, that's Star Baby.
Right. Now that's who I know.
Yeah, the other one's name is Star.
Huh? Yeah.
She steals
Right.
people's car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fat and thick though.
Yeah. Right.
Fat and thick. Yeah.
Right.
But this Star just got ran over by a car, forward, reverse,
Damn.
forward, reverse, because she stole somebody's car, and
fucked
yeah,
up.
I mean she's stolen multiple people's cars. So now somebody else is looking for her. Let's do that, because I stay right there on 10th and Greenfield, right there on the runway. You hear me?
Yo, brother. This shit crazy.
No, because I am no. But
Crazy in the
I caught somebody.
What you got, bro?
This I got.
One of them, bro?
They say that they see the stars, think they know who you are.
I'm trying to get.
Can you understand English?
Yeah.
The soul's too deep for their eyes.
Let me just say this, right? I know we was taught that, our first impression is our best impression, and that's true, and that applies in most cases, a lot of cases, right? But in some cases, we sort of, I guess, cast judgment or stereotype, or, we seem to judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that this young lady that you finna see right here, okay, in the beginning, when I first saw her, she was on the street bad, right? I mean, like, I thought maybe she couldn't talk. I thought maybe she was just like totally gone, to the point where no return. You know what I mean? Like, she don't really speak much English. She don't really, she out here just bad. Like, whatever happens, however it happens, and she's not too much giving a fuck. Like, it amazes me that sometimes we can cast judgment on people and sort of come to our own conclusions and really, only seen a person once or twice. And so that's sort of what I did when I saw this girl. She was out on the street with a couple other girls who I know from the street who involved themselves in a lot of drugs and prostitution and whatever. And but they led me to believe, like, oh, she out there. She don't give two shits. She smokes. She don't give a fuck. She like, well, she even said in her own terminology that she was a marshmallow in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that she seemed as so timid and just easy to take advantage of out here on the street. because all she cared about was drugs and getting high. You know what I'm saying? But I happened to run across this lady again a few months later, and to my surprise, I guess I had judged the book by its cover. You know, just check this out, right?
I don't know, but it depends on the person you're talking to. I don't know if other people think about that, but I know that a lot of us that do drugs, and I'm pretty sure not only crack cocaine, I'm pretty sure also like if they have alcohol addiction or something, we're like, damn, we must stop. That was so mean, and how dare I, you know what I'm saying? And there's kids out there, there's neighborhood and stuff, and then we're doing this stuff, this ain't right, man, this ain't fair. So then you're confronting that with yourself and stuff. So it's not like, but a lot of people, would it depends on why the person does it too. Some people do it because they might be bored. Some people do it because they're hurt, or everybody starts for a different reason.
The addiction just takes over.
Yeah, it takes over. I'm gonna tell you something about crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Crack cocaine is so scary to the point. It's so addicted to the point that sometimes you dream about it.
Yeah.
And that is really scary, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'd be scared, But I haven't had those dreams in a while, so I'm very happy about that.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. But there was times that I did dream about it, and not like I was smoking it.
Right.
The terrifying thing when it comes to me is like when I know that the relapse will come back. Like not the relapse, but the me wanting to use really bad.
Right.
So that's why like we gotta get prepared from what I've learned in some rehabs, and I gotta really put in action this because I don't want to go back, man.
No,
and it's only torture. I can never like enjoy it. But they tell us get prepared ahead of time because you already know that day's coming when you're gonna want to go use.
Right.
So get prepared. One of the things that I'm doing is like I'm going to AA meetings.
Okay.
So I'm really trying to do my best, you know. I didn't
that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I was getting better, but then I ended up like doing it again like I used to.
Right.
So now it's like that's why I to that and went, but yesterday I went.
Okay.
So tomorrow I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start going every day.
As you
And
should.
stuff is really close by where I live, so it's really
Well,
good
that'll
place.
be cool.
It's called Pass It On Club, so it's
Pass It On.
Pass It On Club. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think you gotta hang out with people that like. You see what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Like you gotta do more of this.
And
people who are not gonna
and
steer you
sometimes
in
we
that
try
direction.
to help one another
Yeah.
when we're out there on the street.
Yeah.
But it's really hard when that thing's gonna be present.
Right.
If that drug's gonna be present, it's gonna be really hard to really help somebody. Like
Right.
you can help somebody and stuff like that, but to a certain extent, because at the end of the day, that thing is there, and for the person that is addicted, it's gonna be really hard.
Right.
But some people they can stop quicker, so that's really awesome. But some of us, it's like it's not that easy.
You know the thing
Me,
that.
the thing is, I've been homeless for a long time. That's why I don't really want to go to a rehab.
Are you homeless now?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And I really don't want to go to a rehab because then I'm tired of like, if I have a roommate, then they want to argue this and that. But sometimes it's worth the sacrifice.
Right.
So right now, since I have the support of case managers, I'm thinking about that, and my friend, he's been friend with me for 10 years.
Okay.
So he motivates me too, and stuff, and so he's kind of like going to my house every day,
Right.
just to make sure
Okay.
that to make sure that I am
Staying
not
clean.
still clean and stuff, that I don't relapse, that if I want to relapse, that he's there to try to see,
Right.
or whatever, but it's some serious, very serious stuff, and it's very hard. But once you smoking it, you no longer have control.
Right.
It have control over you.
That's definitely true.
That's why a lot of us, you still see us with the same clothes like after 5 days or 3 days.
Right. So
You
what's
know?
the longest?
And it's very dangerous because a lot of us, we don't want to eat or drink water.
Right.
So we're actually literally starving.
Yeah.
But we don't feel that we're starving because all we feel is the urge to smoke. So we don't even notice that and stuff. And yeah.
So what's the longest you think you've been without getting high?
Like I don't remember. Maybe like 2 months. It was awesome.
Right.
But when I don't smoke, like for a week, I get real happy, man. I get so excited. I'm like, babe, man, anything that it makes me feel like, okay, don't give up.
Right.
Just because you failed last time doesn't mean you're gonna do it again. You try to have the strength to say, okay, no, I'm not gonna go back to smoking.
Right.
So, and you know what? I've been over here too.
Yeah, this is Burleigh.
Yeah,
Burleigh.
I think I've been here too, and it gets really scary because sometimes my and not only that, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of us have mental health. Ooh,
Yeah,
you
and
gotta be careful. If you have bipolar, schizophrenic, and stuff like that, and you're using, it is gonna interfere with that.
most definitely.
Yeah, and so I be like scattered all over. Sometimes cars almost hit me, and I'm like so desperate. I'm like, oh my God, where is it? Like if I'm somewhere, like if a man like says, man, this lady crazy, man, I'm gonna put her out my car. I'm looking at like, I gotta get it somehow. How am I gonna get it? And then I come down, but then that weird feeling comes again, and it takes over. But sometimes I can call it like a demon too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm two people's contradicting each other, and I'm trapped, and I feel like I'm behind my eyes.
And that's what it is. You got one conscious mind telling you, I know I'm fucked up and I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
But
then the other one starts bad. Yeah. So
keep telling you, go ahead, do it.
But look, there's that place too helps. Have you ever heard of that place over there?
What is that?
That is called First Step.
First Step.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is called First Step, and they can help you there too.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah. First Step, if you go to First Step, sometimes, and if you stay there, you can stay there until you can get into a rehab. But sometimes, like if your time is over and they still wasn't able to get you into a rehab, then it's over.
So it's an
I don't
in-house
really like
program?
to go there a lot because sometimes the social worker doesn't go there. That person that helps.
Right.
So then that makes it difficult for me to. That makes it difficult for me to. It makes me angry because I'm like, man, if I go here and you're telling me you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, like, how am I gonna go to rehab if I can't even talk to a social worker? She's not coming. Right. So some places, like, they really don't take it too serious. It's like they can be abusive. Some places.
Yeah.
But there's people that do work good though in there. But there's
really
people
care.
that don't, and stuff. Yeah.
No, I get it. What is your nationality?
Mexican, Puerto Rican, born here. I was born in Milwaukee. I was raised with my mom. She was awesome.
Right.
Very committed person, very nice and respectful. I miss her very much. She died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a while ago. So, yeah, I went crazy after that. I went crazy. So I stopped talking for a long time. And then I started talking again.
Okay.
Now it's like I give myself a headache. I'm like, man, I didn't mean aspirin. Jeez, yeah. And that is the reason actually too why I ended up smoking crack, And my ex used to smoke. My ex used to get like me too. He used to look crazy like me too, yeah. But it's very dangerous though. A lot of beatings come with it, like when you prostitute and stuff like that. I really admire seriously the girls that actually like ask for money, like with cartons to get, everybody does their hustle their way.
All right.
So a lot of us choose prostitution. That is like the fastest thing a woman can do. You know, also even pay some women do back page. I don't know if you know about
Back
that.
page.
Yeah. That right there.
The
It
other one,
depends.
too,
It
skip the
depends
game.
who you're working with.
Yeah.
Because some men, they will be very abusive and they will pimp you and they will be very mean. Other men, if they're gonna do that, but some men know how to do it right. They give you like they. You know, they make sure you have everything that you need. We go to the store, they get us everything that we need, everything, and then we work, and then they do give us the drugs that we want, like as we want it. But some men, you gotta be very careful, because some men that will try to take you, kidnap you, take you elsewhere, and take you to different places. Take all your money, and guess what? You don't get a thing or two, and you get abused, you get hurt, you get beat up, you get even raped by them. So you gotta be very careful. It's very dangerous. So that's why, like, when I always feel like, man, this is gonna be my last day, man. I be thinking I'm gonna die. The whole time.
I was scared for you when I saw you.
Yeah,
Was
I
like,
was looking weird, wasn't I? Oh
you
my God.
were, and actually, you wasn't even really talking. I didn't even think you could talk.
I was trying to get it anyhow I could, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I swear.
I get so desperate. It's so scary. Yeah, but tell me, how was I looking? I was looking bad.
Yeah, truthfully, you
Horrible.
were. You know what I'm saying? You scared me to a point that I felt like she's way more addicted than the rest of these girls I'm seeing.
Yeah, no.
And I thought you
the
were
thing
Asian.
with me, it don't only the high affects me. It affects me mentally and emotionally.
Right.
So
Yeah, I guess you were closed in. You were nervous, but you were concerned. Can I get high? You got drugs, or you were you was concerned about that.
But you know what? I got a lot of PTSD with it too.
Yeah.
If I see like somebody like with sunglasses, sometimes I get scared. But I have figured out that that's not like something that sometimes happens in the street. Or clear glasses. Or like if I see black gloves, I get scared sometimes. If I see somebody popping a trunk, I get scared too. So those are things that happen too with the PTSD thing that I'm telling you. If somebody pees, you know what? I'm gonna pee. That traumatizes the shit out of me too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, what? And last time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pee too. And now I'm like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is crazy. It's very crazy. But it is, and you gotta be very careful though. Like, if anybody is starting to smoke, try to get out as soon as possible, because the more you do it, the deeper you will get into it, and harder it will be to leave it. And believe me, it's gonna be pure torture. It's gonna be a nightmare. And you know what? The street is not a game. And one day you're gonna die. Anyways, you're already dying if you're smoking. Your teeth
You're slowly killing yourself.
But I'm gonna tell you something really cool that somebody did once. Somebody took me far when I was starting to do it, and he's in the game too, it seems. But he was like, I just want you to think about it and to really know what you're getting yourself into. Dude, you know what this man did? He took me far. Where are we? Oh, we were going over there. Hey, he took me far. So I need your number, and then we can, and then maybe we can do an interview. Then it's very dangerous, that stuff, and but in that lifestyle though, like.
So how long would you say you've been actually using?
Actually using, I mean, dude, I've been using for a long time.
Right.
But yeah, a long time.
So when we say long, we're talking like 10, 15 years or more?
I was 29. I am now 29, or I think I was 29 years old. Okay. And then, in 29, and then now I'm 38. So how many?
10 years.
10 years. And it's getting worse, or it's not getting any better.
No, well, don't tell yourself that.
I'm gonna die.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
You gotta just surround yourself with like-minded people that's not thinking
But
about getting high.
In the south side, but I'm getting better, because I went crazy too for a long time, even before I started smoking crack.
Right.
You know. and stuff. So I'm actually like only time helped me be able to talk again, be able to even cry, and stuff like that, because for a long time I couldn't do those things.
Well, that was probably a lot of stress on you.
Yeah, but in the street, you know what I have said, and this is dangerous.
Yeah.
This is very dangerous. I've said, you know what? Please, get me out of the street by force. I need to get out of this street. It's not fair. This is not right. And like a lot of people take that stuff real serious. And but it haven't happened. So I feel like that's how I really feel like in the moment. Like, this is so fucked up, bro. Look what we're doing. We're in a corner, man. This is crazy, man. I'm looking, and this is how I feel too. I'll be like, man, I'm looking crazy as hell. This is so embarrassing. You know what I'm saying?
And it is,
and
but
I can't
you know
stop
what?
moving. I can't stop moving.
Yeah, I saw. Listen,
I feel
you do not.
Guilt and anger with
The way you are
but
right
it's
now
selfish.
is 100%. You just don't understand. You're a totally different person from when I first saw you.
Yeah.
Totally.
I remember I told you I literally like vomit and stuff before I start.
Yeah.
Most times I do. And my friend, he knows about that.
Yeah.
Well, he's a buddy of mine that
I mean, does he get high?
he gets high,
Okay,
and you know what I'm saying. So he knows a lot about me too. He's been on me for years. But the thing is to like, with it comes manipulation too. Like we learn how to get our way to get that stuff too. But I do it way too crazy to the point that it don't work like that. I'm a guy, so hopefully I don't do it again.
Yeah, you just like what I'm saying. You just gotta find yourself doing different things.
You know what? I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a phone because I lost it last time, and you know what? Oh yeah, I remember now. Anyways, so if you give me your number, I can show you that guy that interviews and stuff. You're gonna really like it.
Okay.
But he interviews people that have been through, let's say, battered women.
Yeah.
Like, there's battered men too from women.
Yeah.
It talks. He interviews lesbian people, or I'm bisexual myself. I'm going to a congregation, so I'm gonna try not to anymore. But I will never be like, you're this, you're that. No, because we're all individuals, and we should respect each other's differences. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. So, but yeah, it's really cool. But I have a bipolar, so if sometimes I'm like talking real fast or get real excited or impulsive, I'm sorry.
No.
I don't get mad. Don't get me wrong.
No
It's not the
worries,
bad
no
thing.
worries.
When it comes to me, is because a lot of people, when they don't know about bipolar, they literally be like, oh man, this lady crazy, man, she's gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get away from her before she starts having a fit.
I thought you was crazy when I first met you.
I do get
now
crazy. And you know
now
what? I know I'm a marshmallow.
Right.
I'm a marshmallow out there, man. I feel like I'm a marshmallow in the jungle. I'm like, man, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, and
So it's not something that is like, oh, I'm over here not carrying her, or like doing just whatever because I think I can. Oh hell no! Best believe I always think I'm gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
I don't think that I can do anything I want or whatever, because I keep going back to the places where I've been hurt tremendously bad, and I've been
that's
choked,
something
and
you gotta stop. You gotta do new things.
Yeah.
Turn over new ideas,
Yeah.
new places. New friends, new people.
I can introduce you to my friend too. He always be very careful. He's stressful, but he's cool people. He's an older man,
Right.
and he's a hardworking man.
Okay.
Hardworking man, and stuff. So he's always talking about positive stuff, like retiring and stuff. And I used to be like, why you keep repeating the same thing? He's like, listen, because I'm so excited about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? Then cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's good, and I like that motivation on you.
Yeah.
And stuff.
You have to stay around that.
Yeah. And have you ever been in this place before?
The museum or the library?
The library.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think
not
I've
sure?
ever been. Is it this one with the
I
red stuff?
can show you some other places too where you can interview. Have you been over here by Believe Street? I can take you. Come on, I'll take you.
You sure?
If you want. Yeah, I'll show you some places and you can interview people.
Okay, so this is the library.
But you gotta be careful in these places because sometimes they can be dangerous.
Yeah, I'll be very careful. I'm not,
Also, I'm gonna show you a lot of places where we also go to. You can also, I think that the best place that you can interview somebody, it can, the safer place it'd be in the meal site. You can't go this way, right? Nope.
No.
You can go that way.
Okay.
So there is this meal site. I'm gonna introduce you to. What time is it right now? Cause it's like 2:29.
Yeah, 2:29.
They even give you like hot-in stuff, so maybe. But if you ever go there and you know, and stuff is awesome too, you know, and stuff. People from all walks, from all, you know, go there from all backgrounds. We go there, we eat our, you know, free meal, and it's really awesome. They put us like sometimes we can see theater in there. It's awesome, like movies and stuff, you know. But when I was homeless like for 7 years straight, you know, yeah, 7 years straight. 3 times I thought I was gonna die, man. I screamed for my life. I thought I was gonna die. Nobody came to the rescue, and I was in places where supposedly people look at us like we're crazy, and they're like got a lot of money. Over here, yeah. So, and it's amazing how sometimes like in the poorest places they can have more sympathy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So in here, go in here if you want, and you can meet them if you want to.
Yeah.
You want to?
I don't mind.
I just want you to see places where you can come. There's this man that comes in here. He takes his pictures, and sometimes, and he gives it to us. And sometimes they have it in the calendar. As you can see, they're already preparing the meal.
Oh,
I don't know where I don't know if this is only for the
employees.
For the employees, but if it's gonna open at 5:15, if you ever want to go, it'll be awesome. Like, because a lot of people discriminate us and stuff like that. But guess what? Last time this man said, "Hey, no, I don't know if they'll get mad if you gotta be careful because I don't know if some people will get mad. Like,
I get it.
If they
but
ask permission.
I'm not gonna. She said this is a place where the homeless can get sandwiches or whatever. Just check it out. Right, how y'all doing, man? Right.
Hey, I came for a sandwich. Thanks. A lunch bag. Uh-oh, but I don't know if they'll let you.
Okay.
Do you think so? I don't know. You know more about this stuff.
I don't know. Oh,
Some people don't like to be like they feel like you threaten.
I get it. All we gotta do is say so. It's no problem.
Okay. Thank you. See?
Thank you. No, I'm fine. She's actually showing me how this works.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
The other times.
How you doing, bud? All right. Yeah, that was cool. Right.
One of the places, so this is a place where they help with sandwiches. It's awesome, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. The guest house?
Yeah, the guest house. They help people get a place to stay. And that is awesome because it gives a lot of people opportunities to start all over again.
Right.
So, there's a lot of support here in downtown.
Okay.
So I feel like, you know, one of the best places that you can be like when it comes, if you're like homeless, is being downtown, because in downtown there's a lot of meal sites. There's a meal site where you can eat breakfast. There's another meal site where you can eat lunch, and there's another meal site where you can eat dinner.
Okay.
So dinner is on some bands. Here is when you need something in emergency, or however some. The camera will be a good thingy.
Story hidden in the grime. Only God